Thank you. Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Chazy's own Caitlin LaPierre.
Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light, we're so proudly we have and that we who brought triumph in our dawn through the
Hello, North Country soccer fans, and welcome to the George Brendler Field on this beautiful fall night on the 11th day of September 2010 between Bolton and Chazy. It is the 9th anniversary of 911, and Calvin had it on the camera. The flag is at half-staff. We had a moment of silence, and in very good taste, we had Caitlin LaPierre sing the Star-Spangled Banner. So a nice touch, Calvin, to the start of this game in honor of the victims of 911.
Yes, we obviously have to remember that. It's hard to believe that next year will be 10 years already, but the time marches on and things don't seem to be improving any in the world front.
Well, I mean, it's been 9 years, and it just seems like yesterday when I heard where I was, first time that I heard the first plane hit the tower. And I'm sure you remember where you were, too. It's just one of those events that you just never forget.
Yeah. Like you'll never forget when you heard that the Japanese had attacked Pearl Harbor, right?
Yeah, exactly. I was definitely in God's good graces at that time. And so I know where I was.
I know where I was, too. I was at St. Mary's in third grade.
There you are.
They taught us about the...
So we both know where we were.
Yeah, taught us about Pearl Harbor.
Exactly. And
I was not alive at the time.
Well, Chazy had a very impressive opening day victory over Schroon Lake here at the George Brendler Field, 10-0. This is Bolton's first league game. They've had 4 scrimmages prior to this and have done fairly well according to their coach. So it'll be interesting to see how this matchup turns out. Normally in past years, Calvin, Chazy has had their way with the Bolton girls, and we'll just see if this is going to be any different this year.
Well, let's hope it's a challenge for the Chazy Eagles. Both teams are Eagles, so you can't be saying Eagles too much here.
No, well, we have Bolton in their green uniforms, Chazy in their white home uniforms, and quickly it's thrown in by Polomsky, and it goes off the defense. So Chazy starts a young team with Polomsky, a freshman. On the wings, you have Hannah Lauren, an 8th grader. Kenan Latchmore is an 8th grader. And in the opening game against Schroon Lake, they stood up big time. They played like they were more seasoned varsity veterans than what they were, and they played their positions well. Hannah Lauren had a monster game for her first varsity game, scoring 3 goals and an assist. Kenan Latchmore scored the first goal of the game, and there's Kempin, and she is definitely the field general for Chazy. She controls that middle, and when she controls the middle, the offensive goes, and just like the nice shot, nice save, Polomsky gets a shot off, and Rosalind Denny goes diving to her left. It makes a very nice save, and it'll be a corner kick for Chazy. We have 37:06 to go, and we have our first corner kick.
Good thing she hadn't trimmed her fingernails, because she might not have touched that one.
She looked like Brooks Robinson diving for a ball at third base on that one. And of course, I know I'm dating myself when I talk about Brooks Robinson from the Baltimore Orioles. So the younger folks will have no idea what we're talking about, Calvin.
You don't even know who the Baltimore Orioles are.
Well, they've been kind of pathetic the last decade or so. They miss Earl Weaver. They want Earl Weaver back. They're going to say, "Who's Earl Weaver?"
Yeah, well, what's that? What's an Earl Weaver? What's a Jim Palmer?
What's a Jim Palmer? Yeah. Here goes Kempinen. Kempinen will feed it in off the goes off the defense. So it should be another corner kick as it went off of Caldwell. So Coach Trombley's looking for a short corner kick here. Kenan Latchimore does not hear as Coach was calling for a short corner, but Kempinen will take the traditional kick, and she feeds it high into the box, and it's knocked out by the goalie Denny. So Denny's looking very good here early and tips it up over into the net. So who's going to get the credit for that goal?
That's tough.
We're going to find out. I thought it was going over the net. Come say if that happened, Denny did a nice job there, but it tipped into the net. I'm hearing Kirsten's name.
15 from 23.
So we have Kirsten Doran sends it up, and it's Austri Kempinen gets the first goal at the 35-57 mark here in the first half, and Chazy goes up quickly 1-0. And I would say, Calvin, not too much of a surprise.
No. The big thing for Chazy is they hope that they're challenged in their league this year.
Yeah, and that remains to be seen. You're checking the scores out on the paper, and you wonder, I mean, obviously they're rivals, the Lions of Elizabethtown, Lewis, and the Warriors of Willsboro always pose a threat. And, we'll see that those games will be coming up here shortly in the next week or two. So, but we'll see how this game plays out. It is Denny heading to the 18, and she punts a nice little punt there, about 5-10 yards short of midfield, about 5 yards short, bounces into Chazy territory, and giving chase to the ball is Parker on the far sideline. It goes off of Chazy, so it's a throw-in for the Bolton Eagles. The ball works its way down the sideline. Coming up is the Dominator, Megan Reynolds. I'll keep calling her the Dominator as long as we call the games this year, because she didn't think I would do that on camera.
Oh, well.
And now she'll know better when she listens to these games that I call her the Dominator. And the ball is being played at midfield. It's Polomsky having it knocked away, and it's picked up by number 17, Osher. Osher, Polomsky over to Lauren. Lauren over to Latchimore. Latchimore trying to go back to Lauren, but coming up is Polomsky, and the ball is cleared up toward the middle of the field, and heading to the ball is number 2, Hack. Hack challenging number 21, Simmons. Olivia Simmons. It's a foot race on the far sideline. Cleared toward the 18, but it's intercepted by number 16, Alexis Bushy. And she pushes it back up to, I'm not sure who that was. There's a long shot, but I think it was Hack on the other side. And the ball is cleared out off the end line, so it will be a goal kick here for Chazy. And Took takes the kick up toward midfield. Lauren is there. She's battling for the ball, and she's going to find somebody. It looks like she'll try to find Latchimore. And it goes off of the Tori Persons. So a throw in here. It's Miranda Osher with the throw in. She comes up over to Latchimore. Latchimore trying to push it back, and it goes off of Taylor Grover. So another throw in for Chazy, and Osher trying to get it in. And it lands fair and then goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in for Bolton. And this number 8, LePan, Sydney LePan gets the ball in, and it clears out to number 11, Grover. Grover down the line being chased by Latchimore. Grover and Latchimore battling for the ball. She sends it to the middle of the field, and it's cleared out by Doran onto the foot of Lauren. Lauren pushes it to Polomsky. Polomsky now working her way to midfield. She has Latchimore to her right, and the right idea, but the ball was just too far ahead of Latchimore, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for Bolton with 32:51 to go. Chazy up 1-0 on Austri Kempinen goal. Throw in here for Kenan Latchimore. And they're moving her up. Gene Bushy's one of our officials today. And who's the official on the other side, Calvin?
It's one of the Badette boys. I think it's Devin.
Oh, Devin Badette. Okay.
I think it's Devin.
I haven't seen Devin in a lot of years.
One of the Badette boys.
Badettes?
Baudette. Yep.
Champlain Baudettes?
Yeah. Ended up in Peru, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, way back when.
Yeah. Right.
And here's a throw-in for Bolton. Nice throw-in into Chazy territory. Bushy is there. She has Megan Reynolds with the ball. In the sweeper position, switches fields all the way over to Hack. Hack's got room on the other side. Chasing to the ball is Emily Caddy. And she pushes it up to midfield. It will go out of bounds, and Caddy will take the throw-in here, it looks like, for Bolton at midfield.
Probably Katie, huh? C-A-D-Y, like Katie
Katie,
Bill.
I say Caddy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Katie sounds better, yeah. Caddy sounds caddy.
Yeah.
Okay. And they move the ball up about halfway into Chazy territory on the far sideline.
There's only one D in it, so it sounds like Katieville. Caddy would
would have
carry
a
your
couple
golf
Ds.
clubs would have 2 Ds, yeah.
No, that's that golfer in me, Calvin. I do have a golf hat on, so
Yeah.
probably thinking that way.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't have that much time to waste.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm here, aren't I? I'm not golfing.
Ask me what I've done in the last 36 hours.
So, what have you done the last 36 hours,
Funny
Calvin?
you should ask. Well, let's see. At 9 o'clock yesterday, we went out to Crab Island for the annual
That must have been a
Crab
treat.
Island event.
they-
We've
they-
been doing that since 2003.
Didn't
when
they unveil a new monument?
Yeah, the monument to the British soldiers who are buried there. There's already been a monument there for the American soldiers. So then, in the afternoon, I had Northern Adirondack at Seton Catholic soccer.
Boys or girls?
Girls. Then
And how'd that game turn out?
2-0 Seton Catholic.
Okay.
Then I did a couple of softball games in the evening. The last one started at 10 o'clock. So
Last night?
yeah.
You did a game at 10? They play at 10 o'clock at night?
No, they just play at 9:30. But when the other 3 games run late, it accumulates and they
They're in
play.
playoffs now, aren't they?
Yeah.
And
So I
did
did-
your son's team win that game?
Yeah, Mad Dog's team lost the Davisons, and my son's team, not his team, but Big Earl's team, they advanced, swept Jeffrey's Pub. And this morning I was here in Chazy for Mite's soccer game.
A Mite soccer game?
Mite soccer. Then this afternoon I was at the Battle of Plattsburgh Parade, then taped the Beat Retreat, which followed the parade. And
Now, the Plattsburgh Parade, that's a pretty impressive parade, isn't
oh
it?
yeah, that's
I have never seen that parade.
it's
A lot of
available,
bands.
available on Hometown Cable.
Is it already posted?
Not yet. They'll be posted sometime tomorrow. I mean, all the other ones are there. If you've never seen one, they're a lot to choose from.
There's a lot. It probably doesn't change much from year to year.
It just seems, yeah, it's different every year a little bit, but it was an over an hour long parade, and it moves right along too.
There's a shot by Kempton High right. Okay, so did you have time for lunch?
I went home and my wife had cooked up some spaghetti, and I had a bowl of spaghetti and a glass of milk, and here I am.
Wow, so I mean, what do you do for an encore when this game's done tonight?
I'm gonna go home and have a beer.
Just want the folks to know Calvin is of age, so he's having a legal refreshment.
Maybe 2. I'm not sure.
Maybe 2.
One, maybe 2.
But you will not be drinking and driving.
No, I won't drink more than 2.
That's our public service announcement. You should not be drinking and driving. Calvin is showing us by example.
Well, as Peter Turner said at the NCCS Senior Sports banquet last year, he says, "People tell you not to drink and drive. I'm telling you not to drink. You're not legal. Don't drink."
Yeah, well, he should be saying that. Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
absolutely. Of course, I'm talking to the folks that are legal when I'm
right,
saying this to
talking
you.
to Joe Pusson. He's the only one listening right now. So, Joe, we're talking to you.
Well, Joe's not with us tonight. He's at a surprise 50th birthday party down in Glens Falls. So he sends his regrets. And, I hope he's having fun.
Let's hope so.
So back to the game here. We're down. We killed about 4 minutes with that kind, Calvin. So we're down to 28 minutes exactly. Chazy with a 1-0 lead. They have outshot Bolton 3-0. And other than that first goal, it's been kind of going back and forth here. So Bolton has given a good effort so far here in the first half. Nice play by Osher, getting it up to Latchmore. Latchmore's got some space, but she's being challenged by Persons. And now it's Kempton in the field general for the Eagles, working her way to the 18. Open space to Lauren. And it comes up and hits Lauren's hand. So it will be a kick here for the free kick here for the Bolton Eagles, as Rosalind Denny will take the kick here for Bolton. There's a nice kick. And Kempinen always seems to be where the ball is kicked for some reason. And it's Bushy. Pushes it back. Nice play by Bushy to take advantage of Megan Reynolds back there. And Megan Reynolds now sends it to the offensive zone. And Polomsky has it knocked away. And Latchmore has it knocked away, picked up by Kempinen. Kempinen goes to the middle of the field to Dorn. She one-times it back to Bushy. Bushy has it knocked away, and now stepping up is number 9 Parker for Bolton into Chazy territory. She gives it up over to Simmons. Simmons has it knocked away by Reynolds. Reynolds working her way toward midfield, pushes it up over to Lauren. Just out of her reach, and running back defensively for Bolton. And it's knocked out of bounds, so throw in for Chazy. And Latchmore trying to get it to Lauren. She does. Lauren goes to the center of the field to Polomsky. Polomsky controls. Tries to go back to Lauren. It's a foot race. Lauren and Katie. Yep, I got it right. Katie, not Caddy. Katie. And it's Latchmore with the throw-in. Over to Kempinen. Kempinen lets it go by her. Now she works her way to the middle of the field. Sends it into the box. And the keeper calls for it. So nice job by Rosalind Denny to call for the ball. Knocking her defense off it. Throws it out quickly to the far sideline. And it's Katie with the ball, far sideline. And it goes off of Hack, and it'll be Katie throwing, and we have some substitutions coming in. Pavroda and Wilson coming in for Bolton. Okay, it is Paroda, not Pavada, but I can't get down on Calvin. He went down and took these for me. In my typical mojo, I show up right at game time. So Calvin did the job of getting the roster, and they did have a roster, but it wasn't in numerical order. And as Calvin will tell you, it's very tough to call a game when the players' numbers are not in numerical order.
Yeah, you glance down, and in the meantime, the ball's been kicked 4 times.
Yeah. And where you show my sins, Calvin, is what I'm calling it on radio, and you got it on the camera.
Radio, you can call anything you want.
Yeah, nobody knows what I'm calling, but when I say Smith has the ball and it's really Jones, it shows on the camera. But I don't make that mistake too often,
No.
No, just 3-4 times a half.
Yeah, because rarely there's a Smith and a Jones in the same
Exactly.
game.
So yeah.
You don't make that Smith-Jones mistake.
No, exactly. Well, Osher does a nice job. Goes square over to Kempinen. Kempinen will now split 2 defenders to midfield. She has a little bit of space, and she's battling. And she pushes it back over to Osher. Osher working her way into Chazy territory now, finds Lauren. Lauren has Latchmore. Nice pass work here by the Eagles. This Latchmore now trying to get over to Polomsky. She does. Polomsky trying to get by the defense. A nice job defensively here by Bolton. Clear it up. Osher heads it up over to Polomsky. And Polomsky has it knocked away, and on the ball is Parker for Bolton. Kicked out, and Dorn steps up. She's one of the captains here for Chazy. Over to Lauren, or to Latchmore, to Lauren. Lauren tried to get it back over to Latchmore, but it goes over to Dorn. Dorn works her way to the 18, looking to get a shot off. And defensively, there's a wall set there by Bolton, and the ball's cleared out. So defensively, they play straight across the line there. And it is Bushy with the ball for Chazy, far sideline. Bushy trying to get it up over to Emily Lapierre. It goes out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for Bolton. And substitutions, we have Di Lorenzo for Bolton, and number 14, Chelsea Gay, coming off is Lauren. Throwing down the line. And Doran kicks it up high in the air, and it's Chelsea Gay just checking into the game, looking to battle for the ball against number 16, Di Lorenzo, who just checked into the game. Ball's on the far side of the field, and it goes off of Hack's head. So throw in for Bolton with 22:45 to go. Chazy with a 1-0 lead. And getting ready to check into the game is Emery for Chazy, as well as number 15, Persons, Tori Persons for Bolton. It's Osher. Kicks it up over to Chelsea Gay. Chelsea Gay making a move, gets by number 1 right onto the foot of Emily Lapierre. She takes a long shot, and it goes into the hands of Rosalind Denny. And she'll work her way to the 18, and she'll punt the ball. Coming toward us here, toward the near sideline. And on the ball is Simmons. Simmons being challenged by Latchmore. And it's pushed up. It goes off of Osher. And Emery's in, and Latchmore is out of the game right now.
Hold on. And you had 15 redhead there for. Hey, ladies, Bolton. Here we go.
Persons?
Yep, she just went in.
Oh, Persons is back into the game. And Kempinen, a high ball, and Coach Trombley catches it. She hasn't lost her touchdown there. And the throw-in comes in, and it is Emery with the ball. Up over to Chelsea Gay. Chelsea Gay now to Emery. Nice give and go from Gay to Emery. Emery's got some space, working her way near sideline. Now goes to open field. It is Lapierre looking to get a shot off. Lapierre does get a shot off, and it goes to Denny, but nice footwork at midfield by the Eagles, and 3-4 passes, and it was a shot by Lapierre with 21:16 to go, and it is the Dominator, number 7. Reynolds for Chazy gets the ball off to the near sideline. And the ball's back into play at midfield. It's Doran over to Hack. Hack will push it back over to Megan Reynolds. Reynolds will probably switch fields, but she sends it all the way back over to Took. Took looking around, now sends it up toward midfield. And it's at midfield, and battling for the ball is number 10, Polomsky. She wins that battle, goes over to Lapierre, far sideline. Gets out of her reach, and it'll be a throw-in for Bolton. Ball comes into Chazy territory as Hack is there. She pushes it up over to try to get it to Kempinen. It's knocked away, and now Hack hustles for the ball. Far sideline, there's a battle going on. Hack trying to get to the ball, won by Bolton. Stepping up is number 16. It looks like Bushy far sideline. It is, and it's knocked out of bounds by Bolton. So Lindsay Hack with the throw-in for Chazy. At midfield, off the head of Chelsea Gay into Bolton territory, back to midfield, picked up by Emery. Emery over to Kempinen. Kempinen pushes it back over to Osher. Osher now sends it to the open space to Emery. Emery now in Bolton territory, pushes it back over to Osher. Osher looking around, sends it up over to Chelsea Gay. Chelsea Gay over to Emery. Emery back to Gay. Gay gets her own pass. Looking to send it across over to the foot of Emery. Emery trying to control it. And there is Gay. Gay will now serve it to the inside the box. There's Kempinen. Kempinen left foot. And she chips it wide left of the net. So that's the 4th shot for Chazy. Bolton does not have a shot on the game yet. And there's under 20 minutes to go. Chazy with a 1-0 lead. Rosalind Denny ready for the goal kick here for Bolton. And she goes far sideline. It gets past number 23, Elena Peterson. And it's a throw in here for Chazy. And it looks like we have some changes coming in here for the Bolton Eagles. Ball headed by Lapierre, or Bushy. Controlled by Emery. Now to Kempinen. Kempinen over to Gay. Back to Kempinen. Kempinen at the 18. Now she'll get a shot off. This could be dangerous. And Kempinen bends it, hooks it, side net. Nice pass work by the Chazy Eagles. And at the 18:31 mark of the first half, Chazy goes up 2-0. And it was Chelsea Gay getting the assist on the Austri Kempinen goal. And we have Jessica Lauren getting ready to check in here for Chazy. Ball far sideline goes off of Bolton, and Gene Bushy says we'll take the substitutions, and we have Taylor Grover checking in for Bolton and Lauren going in for Chazy. And Miranda Osher did a wonderful job with her time out there in the first half. She was rock solid defensively for Chazy. And the ball is in Chazy territory, and falling down was Polomsky. And the ball is cleared out by Parker into Chazy territory, but it's Megan Reynolds with the ball. She just calmly sends it up over to Bushy. Bushy tries to find Hack, and the ball is knocked back toward the center of the field, and it's a handball on... I thought it was on Bushy, but it was on Bolton. So the handball was on the Bolton defender, and it will be Megan Reynolds for the kick for Chazy. She sends it into about halfway into Chazy territory. And it is Emery battling for the ball as well as Gay. Gay trying to find Polomsky or Lapierre, and it's cleared back to the middle of the field. And Doran's pushed off the ball and is sent to the foot of number 2, Parada, but taken away by Chazy, and it's Kempinen. And Kempinen tried to get by the sandwich of the both players, and Gene Bushy says there was a hold. So Chazy will get a free kick here about 25 yards into Bolton territory. 16:51 to go here in the first half. It's a 2-0 Chazy lead, and it'll be Megan Reynolds, the Dominator. That's what I was thinking of, Terminator. The Dominator. She sends it to the top of the key, and that would be a hand on Polomsky.
Tell him to count it out.
Denny with the kick. Nice hard kick toward midfield. Controlled by number 2, Parada, but knocked away by Bushy onto the foot of number 9, Parker. Ball now comes to the Chazy territory. It's Chelsea Gay with the ball. She goes to the open space far side to Lapierre. Lapierre running to the ball now. She's looking to clear it inside the box, and she sends it off the end line. And it'll be a goal kick here for Bolton. And we're back to here for the goal kick is Rosalind Denny. Short kick, trying to get it over to Lepan. Lepan has it knocked away by Emery. Lepan and Emery fighting for the ball. Lepan, Emery, kind of loose. Chelsea Gay steps in. She takes the ball. She keeps it in. And it goes off the end line. Gene Bushy says it went off the end line, so it'll be a throw in here. And it looks like Lepan will take the throw in for Bolton. Sydney Lepan with the throw in. Ball headed by Kempinen toward the center of the field. And it's cleared out by the defense toward midfield. It goes over Hack's head, but Alexis Bushy's there. She pushes it back over to Reynolds. Reynolds will now send it all the way back over to Took. Chazy will reset defensively. She chips it up. It is Bushy. Bushy heading up there along with Parker. And it's won by Bushy over to Doran into Bolton territory over to Polomsky. Polomsky open space. It's Lapierre. Lapierre's, there it goes. Christine Emery coming out and the goalie. Emery gets a shot off. She scores as Rosalind Denny gambled coming off the line, and Christine Emery just sends it into the near post. And it's 3-0 Chazy at 14:29 to go here in the first half. And Emily Lapierre will get an assist on that goal, on the Christina Emery goal. So Chazy goes up 3-0. They're doing very well. They have 6 shots on net, so they're scoring 50% of the time, Calvin.
That's pretty good shooting.
That's very good shooting.
Hope they do that good in the basketball season.
If they use their feet, I guarantee they will. It is Kempinen over to Gay. Gay gets a shot off, and it is Denny there.
If the basketball net were that big, they did 50%.
Yeah. And Denny throws it out quickly. And we have some more substitutions coming into the game here for Chazy. We have Lauren as well as Jory Cooper ready to check in here for Chazy. And there they go. And Denny with the kick going on the far sideline. Cooper, who just checked into the game, it goes off of her. And trying to switch fields, stepping up is Emery. And taken by Chelsea Gay. Gay and Emery. Emery now is up over to Lauren. Lauren chips it in toward the net. It will go wide, and Denny picks it up.
Hey, come on, right here.
And there's a kick by Denny, and it is Doran. Doran gets by one player, working her way up, trying to find Gay in the open space. Now she makes room. There's the shot. Tried to go near post, and Denny was there. So she'll work her way to the 18. Nice strong punt toward midfield over the head of everyone. And it's headed by Bushy. And it goes out of bounds off the Bolton player, so it'll be a throw-in. So we have Catherine Gravel checking into the game here for Chazy, as well as Tori Persons for Bolton. And Christina Emery, who scored the third goal, is coming off the field right now. And we're down to the 12-minute mark. And coming out of the game is Dietrich for Bolton. And the ball's knocked out of bounds by number 18, Charlotte Caldwell. And now we have Katie Tebow coming into the game right now for Chazy. And here goes the throw-in. Kapanen pushes it back. What's that?
Lauren was in there a long time.
Yeah. What was that, 10 seconds?
Yeah.
15? And Jessica Lauren gets it up over to Alexis Bushy. Bushy making some nice moves. Gets a shot off the goalie's screen, but Denny is right there. The ball goes to her. So we hit the 11-minute mark. Chazy leading 3-0, and they've outshot Bolton 10-0. So that 50% is down to 30%, Calvin.
It drops fast.
As you miss, it does. And Coach Trombley's doing a good job getting the players in, moving them around.
Who feeds these mosquitoes when we're not here, Joey?
I don't know. I think we'll have some Mickey fries at halftime so they get that fat into their system as they suck our blood. Then you'll see them stop in midair like, what happened? It's Gravel working her way down the sideline. She chips it up toward the end line, and it will go out of bounds. So it will be Denny setting up for the goal kick. There's a low kick. It goes to LePan onto the foot of Persons. Persons into Chazy territory. And on the ball is Parada. And coming over is Reynolds. And you feel very comfortable with Reynolds in the sweeper position. Does a nice job getting by two players. And it's Reynolds with space and speed. Gets it up over to Chelsea Gay. Gay has it knocked away to midfield, picked up by number 22, Moranville, but taken away by Kempinen. Kempinen gets it up over to Gravel, who checked into the game just a couple minutes ago. It's Gravel battling LePan. And it goes off of White, so it will be Sydney LePan with the throw-in for Bolton. Throwing off the head of Kempinen. Bushy half volleys it, and it is controlled by number 9, Parker. Headed by Bushy over to Cooper. Cooper needs it up, trying to get some kind of control, but it's Parker there. And she pushes it back up to 18, Caldwell. Caldwell switches fields, goes to the other side, and running hard for the ball is Grover, but doesn't get there in time, so throw in for Chazy. And quickly it's Tebow getting the ball into Cooper, and it goes out of bounds, so throw in for Bolton. We have 8:44 to go. Chazy with a 3-0 lead, and they pretty much have had their way the first half, Calvin.
Yeah, it took about 10 minutes for them to really start controlling it, but it's been their way for at least 2/3 of the first half here.
It is Chelsea Gay looking to send it into the box. She does. Cooper's there, but so isn't Denny, and Denny gets to the ball first. And as she has a nice kick here for a goalie, and it's cleared into Chazy territory, and Reynolds will push it back to Took. Took will control. She's got Jessica Lauren here on the near sideline. Lauren with the ball. It's Lauren. Now sending it up to midfield. And it's knocked off the foot of number 8, LePan. So Gravel with the throw-in over to Kempinen. Kempinen trying to get by a couple players, and it'll go out of bounds. It's knocked out of bounds by number 2, Moranville. So Jessica Lauren with the throw-in off the head of Moranville. Another throw-in by Lauren. She trying to get Kempinen. Kempinen heads it up over to Cooper. And the ball is half volleyed by Kempinen trying to find Cooper. And the ball will go out of bounds again. So another throw in here for the Eagles, the Chazy Eagles. It's Gravel as we approach the 7-minute mark here in the first half. Chazy ahead 3-0. It is Cooper over to Chelsea Gay. Gay trying to work her way around number 18, Caldwell. And it'll be a throw in. It goes off of Gay. So we have a substitution. And it is Di Lorenzo checking back in for Bolton. And here's the throw-in. And the ball will go to number 9, Parker. Parker sends it up. Kempinen has it knocked away. And Gravel trying to get to the ball. It goes off of number 2, Parada, so throw in for Chazy. And it's Cooper out to Gay. Gay doing some nice job moving the ball around. Doran trying to get to the ball. And it's cleared out, and come up to the ball is Lauren. She controls it. Lauren does a nice job and has it knocked away. And it's Lauren battling for the ball, and it goes off of Lauren.
I need you high. I don't need you defending. I need you high.
There's a throw in. It's off of Gravel's head. And Persons.
Third the whole game.
And the ball is kicked into Chazy territory, and it works out of bounds. So Megan Reynolds will take the throw in. No, she gives it up over to Lauren. Lauren with the throw in over to Gravel. Gravel back to Lauren. She chips it up, trying to find Cooper. It's off Cooper's foot to number 16, Di Lorenzo. She has it knocked away, and Cooper has some nice speed for Chazy. And it's a white throw-in with 5:15 to go here in the first half. Chazy with a 3-0 lead. The shots on net are 11-0. And it is Bushy trying to clear it. And she does to the middle of the field, and it's knocked away by number 9, Parker, switching fields, but it's Hack with the ball. She'll push it over to Reynolds. Reynolds over to, it looks Tebow on the far sideline. Tebow battling for the ball. And it goes out of bounds on Bolton, throwing for Chazy. Hack gets it into Bushy. Bushy with the ball. She's working her way up the field. And she gets a low shot off, and it'll go off the end line. And it'll be a goal kick here for Bolton. And there's a kick by Denny. And the ball will go out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for Chazy. And you were, Calvin, we did the Scroon Lake game, and Catherine Took has been about as busy this game as she was that last Scroon Lake game.
Well, her teammates have kicked her a couple tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, nice try.
There's a kick by Gay, and it'll go wide right. And now we have Grover. Is that Friston?
Tristan, I guess.
Tristan, that's a T. Tristan. Okay, Tristan Grover. And number 9, Parker with the ball for Bolton.
In fact, I don't even know any Friston Grovers.
I've never heard of that
No.
before. That's why I had to ask.
Tristan, everybody knows Tristan Grover.
Well, you can see where my confusion would come in, though, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
Well, here go the Eagles trying to get one more before the half. And Tebow. I think Katie Tebow finds the back of the net. And we were talking about trying to get one more, Calvin. Well, they got it. It's 4-0 here. Chelsea Gay gets the assist on that goal off the Katie Tebow goal. So now it's a 4-0 Chazy lead. And there's Katie Tebow, who just got the goal, battling on the far sideline with their number 11, Grover. And it goes off of the Bolton defense. Throw in for Chazy as we approach the 2-minute mark. It's 2:20 to be exact. So the first half has been a very impressive first half here for the Lady Eagles, Calvin.
Yes, it looks a lot like their Scroon Lake game, except the opponents are wearing green instead of red.
Yes. And on the far sideline, it is number 19, Gravel, sending it back to Doran. And Calvin, no matter who coach puts in there, each player is playing their positions very well.
Yes, they're doing a good job, and success kind of rubs off on people.
Well, and like you've said before, the players coming in are the same ones that are practicing with the starters, so they know the system. Obviously, they grew up with the system, and it's nice to see them shine when they get their opportunity to go out there.
Yeah, and they play their position. That's the big thing. The Chazy boys and girls, they both play their spots. They're not all bunched around the ball most of the time. Once in a while,
Yeah, I mean, it does
things get out
happen.
of control and it happens. But most of the time, they can pass the ball and know their teammate is going to be there.
Well, just right there, you had Megan Reynolds, a little bit of pressure, but she knew Gravel was going to be at her position here. It was a perfect pass, and they moved the ball up the field. We have now 1 minute here left in the first half. It's been total domination for Chazy. They're up 4-0, 12 shots on goal to 0. And Calvin, I'll say this: if I'm a little late at halftime, it's just I'm getting the Mickey fries ready for us.
That's good.
And you may have to start the second half, but I will get here.
Okay. With the promise of Mickey fries and
Calvin will give me a little reprieve if I'm not here on time.
oh, Mickey's probably down at that party with Joe.
Yeah, he's not here. It's Dan Barrier doing the fries tonight, but they trained him, so the secret recipe has been given off to another person in Chazy.
That's like Bush's beans.
Bush's beans, you know. Kempinen, she wants to get a goal here before the half. She's going down with authority, and what a nice shot wide. So this first half will come to an end. Chazy leading Bolton 4-0, and we'll be back after a round of Mickey fries. Beautiful.
I will. I was going to say.
Joey and Brian Norcross, the athletic director over there, enjoying the fries. Only took a 5-minute halftime break, so they didn't have time to consume their fries. Second half is underway. Pleasant evening in the North Country. Temperature probably in the mid-60s right now. Beautiful day for the parade in Plattsburgh, the Battle of Plattsburgh parade. Another outstanding job done by Kit Booth and Gary Van Coor and all those other volunteers. They do so many things that they arrange to have done in and around the Battle of Plattsburgh celebration. It's just amazing. And the crowd downtown was as packed as you could get people in there. And there were other things going on in the North Country. There were football games, high school football games this afternoon. There was a big race at Airborne. There were a lot of other things happening in the North Country. But a whole lot of people found time to attend that Battle of Plattsburgh parade.
Nice ball! That was really good. That was a good swing.
Bolton Eagles in green, Chazy Eagles in the home whites. Chazy leading it 4-0. Ooh, we got a bee joining our mosquitoes here in the booth. We've been calling the goalie Denny, D-E-N-N-E. Might be Den, might be Dene, who knows, but we've been saying Denny. Last name Denny, Roslyn, his first name. No wind. The flags on the end are just lying there. Oh, right off the old belly button. It won't hurt tomorrow. What was that? 10. Polomsky took a ball in her navel. Lapierre with a throw, finds Kempinen, sends it to midfield, and forward by Bushy. Gay, wide. comes Bolton.
Come on, Lindsay, step it up. Switch, Megan, switch. Look at Emily. Nice ball,
There's a shot, and it's off the crossbar. Stayed in play.
Use Kirsten. Use Kirsten.
And that shot is hauled in by the keeper, Denny. Nice shot. I think it's Dorn. Kirsten Dorn, I think, took that shot. Spinning and landing there was Grover for the Bolton Eagles. White throw. Headed. And then he picks it up. Healthy punt. Comes right to midfield. Headed by Reynolds to Doran. Reynolds giving chase. Finally coming back. Finally on his way back. He had 3 helpings. Now comes to Lapeer. Now sent down by Gay. And keeper picks it up. Good shot. Who's that in the corner? 21? Latrimore. White throw. This is O'Shear. Whoa, Lapeer making some room.
Nice and warm. I got some napkins.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I noticed you had 3 helpings over there though.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. You want the mic?
Well, I'm back, and I'm late here, about 8 minutes late, Calvin. It's a lot of work getting you some of your Mickey fries. So if the camera is a little off kilter here this second half, it's Calvin trying to have his Mickey fries, but the true professional that he is, he's got the camera in one hand and the fries in the other.
I only got 2 hands and the fries come first.
So I see we haven't missed any scoring here in the second half, and there looked like a nice hard shot, and Catherine took there as I was coming up to the stairs here.
Oh yeah? I didn't notice that.
You didn't notice that? You're too busy on the camera.
Right.
All right, well, the ball is in Chazy territory, and it is Bushy battling over on the far sideline against number 23, Peterson. So it's Dorn with the ball. She comes all the way over to Lapierre. Goes off Lapierre's foot. And they have Lapierre on the defensive end here. So she's moving some players around.
Sorry. I was trying to figure something out.
There's the throw-in, and it goes off the head of number 21, Simmons, off the end line. And Took will take the goal kick here for Chazy. We're hitting the 30-minute mark here in the second half. It is 4-0 Chazy. It was the same score at the half. So Bolton's done a nice job keeping Chazy off the scoreboard here in the second half. The shots on net favor Chazy 15-1. Corner kicks are only 2-0 to Chazy, so not many corner kicks. And it's Kempton up to Chelsea Gay. Gay with the ball now goes to Lapierre. Lapierre with the ball. Now making a move. And she tried to get Chelsea Gay, and she knocks it off the end line. So throw in here for Bolton. And coming up is Dorn. She steps up, and the ball. They're going to try it again. I didn't hear a whistle, but they're going to try it again. So Gay gives it up to Lapierre. Lapierre into the open space. Chelsea Gay giving chase for the ball. And the defense for Bolton is there, and it deflects off of Gay. And the ball is now kicked toward the near sideline. Goes over Lapierre's head. Ball stays in. And it is picked up here by Bolton into Chazy territory. Megan Reynolds is back here in the sweeper position. Goes far side over to Hack. Over Hack's head. And it's Hat running to the ball. Gets to midfield. And she's trying to find Polomsky, but it's kicked out of bounds, so it'll be a throw in here for Bolton. And it's Lepan taking the throw in. We have Di Lorenzo checking into the game, as well as Parada. And Calvin, how are these Mickey's fries? There we are. I made sure I asked him as he put them in his mouth, and that was an affirmative. He was very impressed with those. But those are really Danny fries tonight. Mickey's not here.
No, it doesn't matter.
There'll always be Mickey fries.
It doesn't matter who's making the McDonald's burger. It's still McDonald's.
I was telling Dan over there. I said, start calling them Danny fries. No. They're Mickey's. Don't you do that. The ball goes up to the 18. It's Lapierre pushing it up. Nice pass up to Polomsky, but defensively, Bolton is there with Lepan, and she clears it off the far sideline, so it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. And it is Kinnan Latchmore running over for Chazy to take the throw-in. And, there are some mosquitoes up here, Calvin, but I think they're in for a rude awakening if they try to bite us now. They will drop it mid-flight as they hit the ground.
Well, everybody else is sprayed. I didn't dare to spray my fingers because I'm going to be eating fries. So.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No.
So, because other people spray themselves, it makes less people available for the mosquitoes, so they all come up here.
Yeah. Well, it must be the spices of the Mickey fries that attract them up here. And Gay tried to get a shot off, and I guess you could say she fanned on the kick. And that would be a handball on Osher. So some nice adjustments by the Bolton coach. They've kept Chazy off the board here in the second half. And way off the line is Denny taking the kick. Nice deep kick. Bushy's there for Chazy. She pushes it back up to Kempton. Kempton now switches fields. It is Latchmore as well as Gay. Latchmore gets there first. So Latchmore chasing the ball down the lines. Person's chasing her. And they're going to try to get it back to Denny. And there's the kick. And it goes side net. But heads up play by Polomsky once it got away from the goalie. So heads up play by Amber Polomsky, but hits side net. And it will be Denny with the kick here for Bolton. headed by Polomsky to the near post, and it's cleared out by Bolton as Emily Lapierre was tracking the ball down. So Lapierre will take the throw in here for Chazy. Comes back to Kempinen. Kempinen back to Lapierre. And it's knocked out of bounds by Bolton. It was number 4, Dietrich. Quick throw in here by Lapierre over to Doran. Doran goes one timer back to Lapierre. She sends it toward the box, and it's knocked out of bounds. So it'll be another throw in here for Chazy. And Calvin, I'll give you an update on the weather here.
Okay.
I know that you're concerned about that, as it is getting noticeably cooler. I think you would agree with that. So the current conditions here in Chazy, New York at the George Brendler Field, it's 68 degrees out. Very little wind to speak of, they say, from the northeast at 2 miles per hour. And it's Chazy controlling in Bolton territory, and Osher steps up defensively for Chazy. Nice job by Osher, and she'll challenge number 2, Parada, and it goes off of Osher. So a couple more substitutions. We have Wright as well as O'Donnell coming in here for Bolton. And it's the Bolton throw-in off the head of Lapierre. And again, it's Lapierre with the header. Doran chips it up, trying to find Polomsky. And Kempinen just one times it over to Bushy. Bushy looking back over to Kempinen. Chazy doing a nice job switching fields. It's Latchimore, far sideline. Pushes it up over to Polomsky. Polomsky with some nice speed, trying to get it before he gets over the end line, but it just goes too far out of her reach. So it'll be a goal kick here. And actually, they say a corner kick, so it went off the defense. So corner kick, you have Emery and Lauren getting ready to check into the game here for Chazy. There's a nice kick by Kempinen. And nice play by Denny. She goes on the ground to get that. So nice corner kick, nice play by the goalie, and she'll punt the ball toward midfield. So Bolton doing a nice job with 23 minutes to go here in the second half, have kept Chazy off the board for the second half. Of course, Chazy grabbed a 4-0 lead in the first half, so they do lead this game 4-0. It is the 11th day of September, 2010. Calvin Castine's on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley calling the play-by-play. And we're at the George Brendler Field in Chazy. It's the first league game for Bolton, the second league game for Chazy. And Chazy controlling play here in the second half as well as it did in the first half. A nice feed by Kempinen trying to find Lapierre, but it'll be just too far out of her range, so it'll be a goal kick here for Bolton. That's the goal kick by Denny. She kind of chips it off to the side here. She could work its way out of bounds. It does. So substitutions, and Jory Cooper checking into the game. Bushy coming out of the game, and it'll be Emily Lapierre with the throw-in on the sideline here, near sideline for Chazy. She gets it to Kempinen, over to Lapierre. Lapierre going to the middle of the field, gets it on the foot of Bushy. Or Chelsea Gay, Chelsea Gay goes far sideline. It is Emery. Emery pushing up to Cooper. Cooper has it knocked away, goes off the head of Emery. There's a battle on the far sideline for the ball. And who's going to win that battle? Nice job by Emery to kick it toward the end of the end line. And there's not enough to get it out of there. And it is cleared out. It's kind of a loose ball. Ball's kept in. Now it's at the midfield. And Reynolds just calmly sends it up over to Chelsea Gay. Gay with the ball goes to midfield trying to find Kempinen. Ostry Kempinen comes in near sideline to Lapierre. Lapierre does a nice job getting by one defender, and it's cleared into Chazy territory. And Osher running back for the ball, but running hard is Taylor Grover for Bolton, but it goes out of bounds, so throw in Osher. Osher to Kempinen. Kempinen lets it go by her. Nice job by Kempinen, get by 1-2. Now third player, right to the middle of the field at midfield to Chelsea Gay. Gay, big booming kick over the head of everybody, and it is number 6 for Chazy. Emery gets a shot off, and nice play by the goalie, Denny. And there's another shot. and it is Lauren goes try to go far post, and that's deflected. So Chazy putting some nice pressure on here in the second half. It is Lapierre pushing it back over to Kempinen. Kempinen goes to the middle of the field. It's Gay. Gay's wide open. She'll get a shot off. And upper net, Chelsea Gay scores at the 20-20 mark. And Chazy goes up 5-0 on a nice booming high kick from Chelsea Gay. And it was Austri Kempinen with the assist to Chelsea Gay. 5-0 Chazy with the 20. We're at the 20-minute mark. 18 shots to 1 favor Chazy. I would never think of doing that, Calvin. And Katie Tebow into the game. Emily Lapierre just checked out of the game. And Lindsay Hack is out of the game. Chazy throwing. It is Tebow. Trying to find Lauren. It goes in the foot of Kempinen. Kempinen now working her way up. She goes square over to Lauren. Lauren's got space, trying to find Kempinen, but knocked away by number 16, Di Lorenzo. Ball comes out. Tebow's there. Controlled by Bolton. Knocked out of balance by Tebow. And Simmons with the throw-in. And it goes off of Osher's head. So Bolton will move the ball down about 15 yards on the sideline. And it is Parada with the throw-in here on the near sideline for Bolton. And that will be a Chazy throw-in. And Polomsky comes into the game, and Austri Kempinen coming out of the game. And Chelsea Gay comes out of the game, and it is Catherine Gravel into the game for Chazy. Tebow to midfield, and it goes off of Bolton, so throw in for Chazy. Tebow to Cooper. Cooper squaring it up. It goes off of Polomsky onto the foot of Lauren. Lauren's got some space. She goes to the open space on the far sideline. Catherine Gravel, who just checked into the game, getting to the ball first on the far sideline. She pushes it back over to Polomsky. Polomsky does a nice job getting by one player. It's Polomsky. Center of the 18, cleared out by the defense. And it's controlled by Bolton. Ball working its way to midfield. And Doran's there to knock it away. She has Jessica Lauren back there defensively for her, as well as Osher here on the near sideline. And, of course, you have Megan Reynolds, the dominator, at the sweeper position. Every time I say dominator, Calvin, I keep thinking of Terminator.
She doesn't look a bit like Arnold.
No, not even close. And it is Reynolds with the ball. There, she just sends it up over to Lauren. And Lauren takes it off the Bolton player, so it'll be a throw in here for Chazy. We are approaching the 17-minute mark. Chazy with a 5-0 lead here over the Bolton Eagles.
I'll tell you who Reynolds does look like, though, is her sister. So if she's ever unavailable, they could sneak her sister in there, and I don't think anybody would know the difference.
No, you can put Victoria back there, nobody know the difference. Or send Megan down to Mohawk, and she could play for her sister down there.
Interchangeable.
Oh, yes. Nobody would know. And the ball is in play, and it is Kirsten Dorn trying to get it up over to Tebow, but it's now knocked into halfway into Bolton territory, and she'll push it back over to the goalie, and Denny chips it back up. And it's Polomsky. She has it knocked away. On the far sideline is Lauren. Jessica Lauren doing a nice job on the far sideline. And it's knocked away, but coming over is Reynolds. She tries to go back to Lauren, but it goes out of bounds. So it'll be a throw in here for Bolton on the far sideline. and it's cleared out by Emery. She gets it up over to Lauren. Lauren has nice speed for Chazy. She tries to get it up over to Jory Cooper, who has just as nice speed as Hannah. And it's cleared up and controlled by the defense of Bolton. It's cleared out to the near sideline. It will work its way out of bounds. So Tebow will take the throw in here. As Polomsky knocks it in, and it's controlled by Cooper. Cooper goes to the open space, and Gravel tracking the ball down, and she gets a shot off, and it goes wide, so it'll be a goal kick here for Bolton. And it's now official. The order of Mickey fries are now gone.
They're gone.
They hung in tough, Calvin. They hung in tough, but you got the better of them. And the ball is cleared to midfield. And it's Lauren does a nice job to get the ball by LePan. And she pushes it up to the foot of number 11 for Chazy, Tebow. And it goes off Tebow's foot, and the defense for Bolton trying to clear it out. Tebow will get there first before it goes off the end line. And Tebow working her way to the end line. And it'll be a throw-in as far to the end as you can possibly get, Calvin, before it's a corner kick. And she quickly gets it into Lauren. She sends it to the middle of the 18, headed by Cooper. And Denny comes off the line and grabs it. So we have 13:15 to go. Chazy with a very comfortable 5-0 lead. They have outshot Bolton by a total of 18-1, Calvin.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. But another impressive performance by the Lady Eagles tonight. And it's a throw-in far sideline. It is Lapierre. She chips it up over to Lauren. Lauren trying to get it through to Cooper, but defensively Bolton is there, and they clear it up toward midfield, controlled by the Eagles of Bolton. The ball is kicked into Chazy territory, and Ken Latchmore, who's only the 8th grader, is now in the sweeper position, so Coach Trombley has a lot of confidence in the 8th grader. And she just calmly kicks it off the end or the sideline, so it'll be a throw-in for Bolton.
Well, it's a good time to give her some experience back there. Worst thing that can happen would be a Bolton goal.
Yeah.
And that's not the end of the world.
No. Not at all. And here's a chance for Bolton. And the shot goes wide, so it's a goal kick here for Chazy. Took with the goal kick here for Chazy. She sends the ball up. It's at midfield. It's Cooper getting there first. Now controlled by Polomsky. Polomsky with some good speed working her way through the ball. Goes far sideline over to Gravel. Knocked out of bounds by Gravel. Throw in for Bolton. And we got an okay crowd tonight for a Saturday night. You know, I'll say like you, in the past years, they sent the boys and girls up here, and then they'd always have the town teams come out and play at halftime.
Teams will be here.
So, but I think it's because of the state's decision to play 2 less games. Everybody's schedule kind of fills up, and you don't have those opportunities to do that anymore.
Chazy must have a couple of games remaining that.
Not their schedule.
3? No?
No,
They're filled up?
they're filled. And there is a shot, and Denny's there. Like next week, the boys have a big week. They're going to play out Tuesday in Willsboro. Willsboro, if you've been following the paper, have been looking impressive with their victories. And Thursday night, their biggest rival, the Lions of Elizabethtown Lewis, coming to the George Brendler Field on Thursday. And then a week from today, they go to Ogdensburg to play the Blue Devils. That's a big week.
Yeah.
Well, we are now at the 10-minute mark here left here in the second half. Chazy leading Bolton. Bolton trying to get something offensively working here. And the ball is cleared up by Christina Emery. Cooper battling for the ball with number 18, Charlotte Caldwell. And Lauren steps up and she goes down, so she'll get the call and Chazy will get the kick. It is 9/11, 2010, the 9th anniversary at the George Brendler Field. A nice pregame, I won't say ceremony, but respect. There was a moment of silence. The flag is at half-mast. And Caitlin Lapierre, who is injured right now for Chazy, did a wonderful version of singing the Star Spangled Banner to mark the occasion. And the ball is in Bolton territory. Lapierre battling for the ball. It's Lauren who picks it up. There's a wall of people ahead of her. She pushes it back over to Polomsky, and Polomsky will drill the shot. And it goes wide left, and it'll be a goal kick for Bolton. And it is the goal kick. It is Denny off the head of Lauren. And Tebow battling for the ball. And it goes off of number 8, Sydney LePan. And Reynolds is into the game, and she's in the offensive end now. And last game against Scroon Lake, coach brings in Megan in the offensive end. She scored a goal, so she maybe get another one today. It's Reynolds. Sends it across. Cooper tracking the ball down. It's Cooper. Gives it up over to Polomsky. Polomsky, hard shot. Hits the post and into the net. Amber Polomsky hits the inside of the post. It deflects into the net. And I think the assist would go to Megan Reynolds, I think. So Chazy goes up 6-0 on the 20th shot of the game. And Cooper gets the assist, not Reynolds. So Cooper gets the assist on the Polomsky goal. So Chazy goes up 6-0. It was on their 20th shot of the game. Shots on net favor Chazy 20-2. And the corner kicks favor Chazy 3-0. Just to give you an idea of the domination of Chazy in this game here at the George Brendler Field. It is Cooper setting a shot across, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be another goal kick here for Bolton. And it's Denny with the kick. It's a short kick, and it goes off of the foot of number 18, Caldwell. It'll be a throw-in. It is Tebow with the throw-in to Lapierre. Lapierre going down the line over to Tebow. Tebow keeps it in. And here comes Bolton. And the ball will go out of bounds. So throw in for Chazy. Emily Lapierre will take the throw in here for Chazy. She goes to the open space, and it's picked up by Bolton. And Osher back defensively out to midfield. It's Emery. Emery does a nice job to recover. Gets it up over to Polomsky, who just scored the last goal. And it gets by the defense. And nice play by Lauren defensively. Pushed it up over to Osher. Osher has it knocked away. It's picked up by Tristan Grover. And Osher takes it off of Green. I thought it went off the Green player, but a call goes in favor of Bolton. So it'll be a throw-in for Bolton at the 6-minute mark. And Tebow gets her foot on it. And it's Lapierre. Sends it up to the open space. Cooper hustling hard for Chazy. And number 8, LePan, just knocks it out of bounds. So it'll be a throw-in for Chazy. Lapierre sends it down to the open space. Cooper battling for the ball with number 8, LePan. Goes off of Cooper, so throw in here for Bolton. Chazy will run their record to 2-0. As of right now, they have 16 goals for and 0 against. Of course, that could change either way here in the next 5 minutes. But it'll be a goal kick here for Bolton with Denny taking the kick. Denny with the kick. Goes to the far sideline, and Bolton could not keep it in play. So Gravel looking to take the throw in. No, she'll pass it back over to Polomsky. And Polomsky on the far sideline, it looks to be like Reynolds. Reynolds sends it to the top of the box. Cooper getting there. Hustles back. It's Cooper. And there's the chip in by Gay. And Katie Tebow's there, but the goalie beats her to the ball.
Ready to run, Chip. Turn and run. Turn and run.
Nice punt by Denny into Chazy territory. Emery's there as well as Latchmore. It goes by Latchmore. Emery just clears it. Nice heads-up play by Christina Emery. Clearing it out of harm's way to the far sideline. Controlled by Bolton. Ball to the top of the key. 4 minutes left. Into the open space. It's Cooper. Cooper with the ball. Now into Bolton territory. It's Cooper. Nice effort by individual effort by Cooper. And offsides call on Megan Reynolds.
Reynolds is used to being behind the other players, so.
Yeah, that would be true. It's hard to change in midstream, going from defense to offense.
She's always between the green shirts and the goal, so she thought that was a proper place to be.
It is Bolton on the offensive attack here, looking to make something happen. And it went off the end line, but a good run here by the offensive player for Bolton as Di Lorenzo checking into the game. We have 2 minutes and 40 seconds here left in the game. And it will be Took taking her time with the goal kick. And there's a nice booming kick just short of midfield, headed by Reynolds over to Polomsky. Polomsky on the run, trying to send it back to Reynolds. Ball's far sideline, it'll work its way out of bounds. It'll be Polomsky with the throw in here for Chazy. She has Cooper and Reynolds up front, along with Tebow and Lapierre. And the ball cleared into Chazy territory. It's a foot race. And Latchmore doing a nice job. And Took decides to come out and just get it out of the way. So we're now under 2 minutes to go here. It's a green throw-in. Dietrich with the throw-in. And Osher battling for the ball. And it is Lauren. Lauren does a nice job getting it up to the top of the line to Megan Reynolds. It's Reynolds and Cooper. 3 defensive players back for Bolton, but there's the speed of Reynolds. She gets the shot off, and Reynolds goes wide of the net, so it will be a goal kick, and we have Kincaid and Flynn checking in here for Bolton. And it is Denny as we approach the 1 minute mark. And this game on September 11th, 2010 will be coming to a close here very shortly. And it is Polomsky sending it across. Cooper doesn't get it. And Reynolds had an opportunity, and she knows it. Just took it right over the net, and the players are ragging on her.
Yeah, but she does the standard procedure when somebody misses a shot like that. They always bend down and straighten up their socks and their shin guards.
Oh, yeah.
They all do it.
Yeah. Well, you have to go to school for that.
Yeah.
You know, they teach you what to do if you miss an easy shot. Just gather your composure, straighten everything up, and then take the ribbon when you get your head up. And we are down to the final seconds. And it's official. On the 11th day of September 2010, Chazy beats Bolton here at the George Brendler Field 6-0. Calvin Castine was on the camera. I'm Joey Trombley, who called the action tonight. And Chazy will go 2-0 in league play. This was the first league game for Bolton. They'll go to 0-1. And as Calvin likes to say, and Sam and Calvin tells me the other day, Sam doesn't say this, but I'll say Calvin says this. We'll keep Sam out of it. That's the way it was in beautiful downtown Chazy.